Since our previous YouTube videos on the box spread, people have been asking, can you show us a practical example of why I would choose a box spread over something else? And other than being able to not close a trade because of day trade issues, the box spread has a lot of different things that you can do with it. Today was a great example, and so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So we're going to go through the practical box application. And it started out about a half an hour after the market opened up, where the SPX jumped higher and got up to about 57.68-ish. And I decided I wanted to put on a condor in that general area because it looked like a quiet day was going to occur. So getting on the 65, 70, 75, 80 condor in the SPX covered a pretty decent range. It could be done pretty affordably, and I thought I could leg into it at great prices. So I went in and I bought the 65 call. Then I sold the 70 call. I'm into a long vertical call spread. Then the next step would be to sell a call spread against it. And that would leave me with a condor that looks like this. And things were going great. Here are the trades that I'll show you. So again, here I bought the 65 and sold the 70 call to make the 65-70 call spread. It cost $1.40 and it got filled right there. You can see shortly after I'm into that call spread, the market jumped from about 57.57 to 57.62, about 5 points higher. And it was a great time to spread off or sell another spread against this long spread. So looking at the option chain, I wanted to go and sell the 75.80 to make the condor. But even after the market jumped up, selling that spread would only bring in $1. That means I paid $1.40 for my long spread, and the short spread would cost or bring in $1, leaving a 40-cent debit on the condor. Not a bad price for a condor, but it was still so early in the day that if the market moved, this spread could go out worthless, and I wasted 40 cents. So I was really thinking that the 75.80 would pop up to maybe $1.20, and I'd be into the condor for 20 cents. Just didn't happen. So I quickly looked and saw where the 70.65 put spread was trading for, and thought, what if I buy that spread in boxes trade off? Would I be better off than making the condor? For those who haven't seen our previous videos on the box, here's a quick definition of what the box is. It's just simply the purchase of a long call spread and a long put spread where we share the same expiration and the same strikes, so it hedges one another. Here's an example. You can see right here this box spread does share the same expirations. We also share the same strikes. We're long 2500, 2510 call spread, and we're long the 2510, 2500 put spread. And both spreads are purchases, so this would be a long box. And with box spreads, the distance between the strikes, in this case $10, is what the spread has to be worth at the moment of expiration. So going back to our trade, I said, you know what? I'm probably better off if I just buy the 70.65 put spread for $2.75. And you can see from the fill price up here, the execution time was 9 o'clock. So this was still within the first half hour of trading. This is 9 o'clock Chicago time. And so I bought the call spread for $1.40, and I bought the put spread for $2.75. Now, when you add those two purchases together, what do you get? You get a $4.15 debit. But I previously said that this difference between the strikes is what the trade has to be worth at the moment of expiration. Well, because the distance is $5, the spread I bought for $4.15 has to be worth $5 at expiration, the end of the day, meaning I locked in an 85-cent profit. Now, I ran in and used the box as emergency escape hatch because I didn't want the condor. I wasn't confident enough that we'd be in that range by the end of the day where wasting 40 cents on a trade was worth it. Why not lock in 85-cent credit and see where things are later in the day? Now, so my choice was to either lock in an $85 profit with no risk, or I could also, or instead, do the condor for a $40 debit and maybe see it expire worthless. Now you can see from today's graph of my positions at the end of the day that we closed pretty close to 57.45, and that condor I would have bought, the 65.70, 75.80, was far off to the right. It would have expired worthless. So that 40 cents I would have had to pay for the condor would have been a waste of 40 cents. Remember, when you're day trading and you're trying to keep positions, you always want your graph to be above the zero line by the end of the day. That was my primary focus, and that's why I chose to turn this trade into a box. That $85 credit went a long way to buying one of those designer coffees all the cool kids are drinking. If you like this video and it helped, don't forget to subscribe to the site. Don't forget to like it. And if you know somebody, one of your friends would benefit from it, share the link below. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.